What's up? It's your boy Seam, and welcome back to The Dream. I'm really excited to be back on film, doing podcasting again. Welcome back. Listen, this is our first episode of 2026. I want y'all guys to stay tuned. Every Saturday, we are dropping an episode, no matter what. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. Here I come. That's the quote of 2026. Quote of 2026. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. Means, like, I've been down for too long. I've been sleeping on myself for too long. But I'm woke. I've always been woke. But it's like, it's really time to wake up and tap back in. Okay, so this episode is more like an introduction to our new season of 2026. I'm going to be explaining to you guys about, like, what's new, how we're going to be handling things. I still want, to be having guests come on a podcast, of course, but I will definitely let you guys know, like, how everything will work. It will definitely be a little bit different, you know what I mean? But we working, you know what I mean? So stay tuned for all of that. All right. As you see, my scenery has changed. The setting is outside. Why not? You know what I mean? We still cooking. We still working. I got a studio, but it's a DIY studio type joint, you feel me? But first thing first, you already know I'm big on the mental, so we're gonna do a mental check first. So mental check with myself. Let me tell you how I've been feeling lately. Mentally, I feel how I look. Rough. And I'm gonna just be completely honest, you know what I mean? Last year, the end of last year, I would say like the end of half of my last year was a roller coaster. You know what I mean? It was a roller coaster. It was a rough year last year. So this year, I'm just hitting the ground running. No matter what happened, in my past, no matter what happened yesterday, I don't give a fuck. Today is a whole new day. You know what I mean? So I just want to get back into, like, who I was before. You know what I mean? Because I ain't going to lie. Like, within, like, my process of what I had going on last year, I wouldn't necessarily say I lost myself, but I would say that I lost the image, you know what I mean? I lost, like, where I was going, you know what I mean? I didn't necessarily lose it, you know what I mean? But I lacked a lot, you know what I mean? But I'm back, and I'm better, and nobody can tell me nothing different, you feel me? I was aware of where I fucked up at, where I made my mistakes at, and all I can do right now is just make that change, you know what I mean? So mentally, I would say now, I'm feeling how I look, but at the same time, I'm feeling good, you know what I mean? I'm feeling empowered, I'm feeling motivated, I'm feeling confident, I'm ready. So I moved to Atlanta in May. My last episode I dropped was May 10th. So today is January 10th. Today makes 8 months since I've been down without doing podcasting, or, like, not in my dorm and stuff like that. 8 months is a long motherfucking time. I looked up and I'm just like, wow. You know what I mean? Knew where I was lacking at. Knew what I was missing on. You know what I mean? I knew what was going on. You know what I mean? I just, like, it took me time. It took me like a good time to, like, you know what I mean? Like, figure all my new out, especially in a new city. You know what I mean? I'm coming from the city. I'm coming literally from the city. So, like, where I moved at, East Point, Atlanta, it was a bit different for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't a lot of opportunities out there for me. I feel like in the city I did have more opportunity. I was more, like, outgoing. I was more, like, out there. But no excuses. I just felt like it was more so a financial burden on me, like, making that big move out there, you know what I mean? But I just felt like if I had more opportunity and if I put myself out there more in Atlanta, it probably would have been a little bit better. But it's okay. It's all good. You know what I mean? We're here today. And as long as I know what I got to do today, moving forward, we good. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit in your bullshit. Don't do it. It's this thing called life. You know what I mean? And we all got trials and tribulations. And I felt like I've been through my season of trials and tribulations. I had trials and tribulations all throughout my life. But I'm just, like, literally speaking of my last season, like, I went through trials and tribulations, you know what I mean? Like, never would have thought that for myself. But, you know what I mean? It's all good. I know that those trials and tribulations have taught me, you know what I mean, a lesson. It taught me how to moving forward. And I'm pretty proud of where I'm at today. You know what I mean? I was able to take that acknowledgement. I was able to correct myself. I was able to move better. I was able to be smarter, think better. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate that bad season because it sparked me up to be a better person. It's molded me to be a better person. I just know what I gotta do. We all have bad seasons, you know what I mean? But you have to like learn from your bad season. You know what I mean? If you didn't learn from your bad season, best believe you will be back placed in that bad season or placed back where you just got up out of. You know what I mean? Placed right back in that storm. And you don't want that. You know what I mean? So what I've learned from my bad season is keep going no matter what. Keep your head up. Stay out your feelings. And keep a 9 to 5. I only say keep a 9 to 5 or like keep like some like, you know, multiple incomes coming in because I'm not gonna lie, like it was like at a point where I was running from that 9 to 5. I was trying to get the freak away from that 9 to 5. I really didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I just wanted to make money on my own, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And it's not nothing necessarily wrong with a 9 to 5. So lately I have been working a 9 to 5 job, and it's been beautiful. You know what I mean? I just had to like, you know, dot my T's and figure out like how I want to do things within my process and like, you know what I mean? So I am working a 9 to 5 right now, which I like, you know, I work that like during the day, like early in the morning, and then I have the rest of the day to myself to do all my personal things. You know what I mean? So I just had to. What I learned from my season is I gotta get back into my mojo, like have a schedule, be aligned. You know what I mean? And just stand on my word. And if you're in the same boat as me and you feel like you had a rough patch, like you know what I mean, throughout your last season, I just want you to know it's okay. You know what I mean? We all go through a bad season, but it's all about clapping back and getting back right. You know what I mean? Like me, I feel like my biggest thing was my move. You know what I mean? I made a big move. I made a big move from my city, from Philly. So moving to ATL, I wouldn't say I'm not gonna talk bad about my decision and like how I when I did make that move. But I would say everything wasn't done the proper way. Everything wasn't done according to what I imagined. You know what I mean? Or like what I put together. But that's okay. You know what I mean? Like restart for the better. You know what I mean? So I want you to know if you out there, I want to encourage you to get up off your ass. You know what I mean? Don't let that bad season keep you down for too long. You know what I mean? Get the fuck up and get to work. You know what I mean? It was just a bad season. I really want everybody to understand. A bad season is okay. Just don't stay in that bad season. And if you are watching this first episode, hear me out when I tell you this. Life gets hard. You know what I mean? But I don't want you to stay focused on the bad that's happening in life. You know what I mean? I really want you to take time and be grateful for what you got. Take your time with things. No pressure on yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Breathe and pray. Because everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Control yourself, your emotions, and the way you do things. That's it. Get out your feelings, kid. If you're watching this episode and you are having a bad season or you had a bad season, this episode is for you. I want you to know everything's going to be okay. I want you to get up off that ass. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get up. Stand up while I'm talking to you right now. You see what you're thinking about in your head? You see all them thoughts in your head that you want to do? Oh, I want to go do this. Oh, I need to be doing this. Oh, I should. Do it. Get out your fucking head. And that's coming from me. Message to myself, message to you. Love you. What to expect for the dream? I want you guys to expect more episodes, more work, more guests, of course. Well, I should say more co-hosts, of course. But with co-hosting, it's going to be a little different. I'm going to have some co-hosts in person, and I'm going to try this new thing where I do like virtual episodes too. But just stay tuned. You know what I mean? Just expect more work out of the dream. Expect different from the dream. I appreciate all you guys who came watching, who's been watching the dream for a long time. I just want to give you guys the real raw uncut. You know what I mean? The good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? I just want to give it to you all. So yeah, stay tuned for our next episode. Thank you. Peace out.